my name is Belinda Weaver. I am a copywriter. My business is Copywrite Matters, and today I want to talk to you about 404 pages on your website. Now, if you're wondering what a 404 error page, it's basically the page that gets displayed when someone clicks on a link that goes to a page that doesn't exist on your website. They get a little lost, they head to a page that doesn't actually exist anymore, and this is the error page that gets displayed. It's called a 404 error page because that's the HTTP error code. Now, many websites just have a very bog standard "something went wrong, the link you clicked is not here" message, and that's about it. But quite frankly, that's boring and a wasted opportunity. 404 pages are a great example of micro copy that can demonstrate your brand personality, and it's an opportunity to be more awesome with people on your website because they're lost. They know they're lost. So how can you make a 404 page a bit more interesting and useful? Well, I wrote a blog about it, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So the first thing is to keep them engaged. You don't want someone to feel so frustrated that they've lost on your website that they just piss off. So the first thing is to help them. So a 404 page doesn't need to just tell them something went wrong, the link doesn't work, you failed, because they already know that. Try and help them with a few other options to maybe get back to where they started. You might include a link to the home page, or a link to another useful page, the Start Here page or something like that. Give them a link that helps them get back to a place where they can find their way again. But you can also actually give them some useful content to read. So maybe some recent posts or helpful guides. This is the kind of thing that while they're a little bit lost, it can be useful to keep them clicking. So yeah, give them a shortcut back to a home base where they can find their own way, as well as giving them some useful content. Now, I want to show you two 404 pages right now that do that. The first one is from a blog I read called Wait, But Why? And we'll have a look at that now. You can see here that there's an error message. It seems we can't find what you're looking for. Head back to the home page to find your way, or try searching something else. So you can see there's a search bar here that people could use, and it also has some recent posts that people could click. Then we have one by John Espirian. He's a UK technical writer, and his 404 error page has pretty much the same thing. It has a search bar that people can use. It has an explanation of what's going, and it has some links to some of his most popular articles, which is super helpful. The next thing is, I mentioned micro copy and the chance to show off your brand personality. Don't be afraid to have some fun. The two 404 pages we just looked at were nice and friendly and useful and on point, but you can also have some fun with these kind of things. And I want to show you one that I saw just recently that really tickled my fancy. It's from New Leaf Writing, Sarah Moore. We'll have a look at that. As you can see, it says 404. Ruh-roh. The link you clicked on seems to be broken. Whoopsie daisy. I know that expression totally doesn't make any sense at all. Sorry. How about some amazeballs resources to make you feel better? So she's got some link to some resources, call to action to check out her classes and read the blog. But the thing I love about this is the ruh-roh, and it just cracks me up because if you know where that is from, Team America, you have just self-selected into an exclusive audience of people who get it. Sarah's having some fun, and she's using it as a way to self-select her audience into the people who get her. And that's a really appropriate thing to do on the 404 page and throughout your copy as well. So if you don't want to be funny, you can still be friendly, and that's an example I want to show you next of the Copy Hackers website. It just says what's happening. The page you're looking for doesn't exist on this website. You may have accidentally mistyped the page address or followed an expired link. Anyway, we will help you get back on track. Why not search for the page you're looking for? And a search bar. Super helpful. It's not funny, it's not kooky, it's not weird, it's just friendly and helpful, and that's totally okay. The next way you can make 404 pages a bit more interesting is with your images. And again, don't be afraid to have some fun, right? You can have a little bit of text explaining that someone's lost. You can still have a search bar, they can find their own way, or a shortcut to the homepage. You can have some links of some interesting content, but then look at this 404 page from ConvertKit. This is my email marketing tool, and it's got some pictures of some adorable, adorable dogs. And the best part about this is that the photo changes every time you get the page. So, you know, this is another one that's self-selecting dog lovers who will really, really appreciate this. Maìlchìmp is another one. Their marketing is always on brand, so I thought I'd check their 404 page, and sure enough, it is awesome. So they've got this sweet monster monkey and the moving mist that keeps your eyeballs mesmerized. It's just a little more interesting, and that is what will help people connect more strongly with the brand and stay on the website. Now you'll notice the Maìlchìmp, it actually personalizes the message with the actual URL you typed in, which is a really nice touch. So on the blog post for this topic, I've actually got a couple of links with, 25 clever examples, 25 outstanding examples, 37 brilliant 404 pages. So you can get some even more inspiration. They're kind of designy focus, but still good. So just to recap, what you want to do is you want to keep people engaged, especially when they're lost on your website. You want to help them. You want to keep them, help them find what they were looking for. You want to keep them clicking with some helpful resources. Don't be afraid to have some fun with it and show some personality, and use images to maximum impact. So I hope that's been useful to you. Use your 404 page, use it well, and it can actually be a great way for you to get a customer when you thought you might have lost one.